Welcome to the 2007 Mid-South Flywheelers Antique Tractor Show and Pull from the beautiful Burton Sugar Farms in Michigan City, Mississippi. You know, folks from all over the country bring their antique tractors, engines, and other knickknacks to the show. From monster hit-and-miss engines to Minneapolis Molines, you'll find tractors and engines of all makes, models, and years. So, gather up your family, pop some popcorn, grab a drink, and plop back in your easy chair for the next hour and enjoy the sights and sounds of the Mid-South Flywheelers Antique Tractor Show at Burton Sugar Farms. One of the biggest attractions of the Mid-South Flywheelers Tractor Show is the Tractor Parade, where the owners of these beautiful machines get to show off their pride and joy, and everyone gets to see and hear their favorite tractors in motion. Leading this year's parade is Carl Stanford in his 1965 Oliver 1550. And here's William Jenkins in his 1937 Oliver 60. Following him, we have Herb Brannon in a 1952 Oliver 88 row crop. Following him, this is Kenny Vaughn, his 1937 A model John Deere. Now, you know Kenny owns 3 John Deere tractors, so let's just take a minute and talk to him about his pride and joys.
I'm Kenny Vaughn. I got a 37A John Deere here with a manure spreader R, and we go with a Mid-South Flywheelers Sugar Farms every year. And I got a few other tractors up here, but it's a good show to come to. This is my 31 model GP John Deere. They're kind of a rare tractor on all steel. And over here is a 1940 Model D. It's on all steel. I like to crank up this tractor here and just kind of drive around right here for a second.
Well, thank you for that demonstration, Kenny. Now let's get back to the parade. Next up, we have Mike Hale and his 1950 Farmall M.
What a nice tractor you got there, sir. I like it. Come on down off the tractor for a minute. Turn it off there. What's your name, sir?
Mike Hale.
Tell me a little bit about your tractor there.
Well, it's a Farmall. It's a Model M, 1950 model.
Beautiful tractor there.
Yeah. Got the single front wheel. I was over in Arkansas and I saw this thing and I thought, well, you know, it looked special, you know, because of the single front wheel. So.
And what club are you in?
I'm in the Mid-South Flywheelers.
All right. Well, if you would, get back on it, crank it up, and drive it off. We're going to see how it take a left.
Okay.
All right, next we have Gary Vaughn in his 1953 John Deere 60.
you there for a second. Tell me what kind of tractor you got.
It's a 1953 Model 60, 50 horsepower. They were pretty good dinosaurs in the 50s, you know, replacing the A's.
Well, it's a nice looking tractor. Where you from?
Olive Branch, Mississippi.
Olive Branch. Well, crank it back up and we want to hear it run and drive off, okay?
All right.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks, sir.
And here's Larry Brannon. He's in his 1946 B model John Deere. Now we have Terry Weeks in his 1951 8N V8 conversion Ford.
My name is Terry Weeks. I'm from Pontotoc, Mississippi. I have an 8N V8 Ford conversion here. It's a 1951 model. I've installed the V8 into it. I built all of it myself. And the only thing that I received was a kit to convert it from Portland, Indiana. It's the Funk's conversion. Now I've enjoyed being here at the sugar farm this Saturday, May the 26th.
Here's Jackie Wilson in a 1951 8N 6-cylinder. And this coming up, this is Mike Mcknight in his 1911 Gar Scott steam traction engine. You know, this is one of the older tractors in the show. A steam traction engine was used for all types of jobs, from plowing fields to running sawmills. Now let's take a minute and talk to Mike about his fine tractor.
I'm Mike Mcknight. This is my 1911 22 horsepower Gar Scott steam traction engine. We're using it today to power the sawmill down here at Michigan City. The engine originally came from the Haviland, Kansas area, and as near as I can tell, it was used for powering a threshing machine and also did a lot of plowing around the area. The gears on the back, you can really tell it's pulled a lot of plows over a lot of ground. I got this engine in 2004 and acquired it from a couple of friends of mine down in Texas, Jake Templin and Patrick Traubert.
And at the show, you'll find a fully functional blacksmith shop. Now let's take a quick look at these craftsmen practicing a skill that's nearly forgotten. There's even Civil War reenactors. Oh, wrong ear. There we go. And now let's get back to the tractor parade. Now here's Jimmy Dolan in his 1958 John Deere 730. And here's June Harden in her John Deere Gator. Following up, we have Darrell Jackson in his 1948 M model John Deere. And that's Mike Harden. He's in his 1956 420 John Deere. And coming up here, this is Donna Taylor and her 1940 Farmall. Well, let's have a short talk with Donna here and have her tell us about her Farmall.
My name is Donna Taylor. I'm from Boonville, Mississippi. I have a H Farmall 1940. Pull this H Farmall in the tractor pull. It's for about 5 years. We've won a lot of tractor pulls, me and my husband both. We bought it from Kenny Vaughn over here in Memphis, and we had to fix it up pretty good bit. It was painted, and I had an antique rusty Farmall, H Farmall, but we put all the parts on this one because it was painted.
And let's check out one of Donna's pulls for the day.
over Booneville, Mississippi way. She's on Farm On. Farm All 8 out of Booneville, Mississippi. Miss Donna Taylor.
And back to the parade. Here's Randall Breedlove in his 1952 Alice Chalmers, followed by Tommy Davis here in his 1958 Ford 901 Diesel. And here's Ralph and John David Williams. They're in a 1956 Minneapolis Moline 445. And here's Stan Norris. He's in his 1953 Super M Farmall. Directly behind Stan is his daughter, Kelsey Norris. She's riding a 1948 H Farmall. Let's talk to Stan and Kelsey.
My name is Stan Norris, and this is my daughter, Kelsey Norris. We are from Booneville, Mississippi. We are here at Burton Sugar Farms, and me and my daughter both pull. This is a 1948 H Farmall modified. And well, the name come up from this child right here because she's a wild child, so we just named the tractor Wild Thing. And she's been a pulling since she was 10, and we really enjoy it. She has a real good time with it. She's 13 now, and she's been a pulling for 4 or 5 years. And we just really do love old tractors.
Let's follow Kelsey to her first pull of the day.
Kelsey Norris, our last puller in the 4000 modified in the regular tractors. We're getting ready for our pull-off. Kelsey Norris on the Wild Thing tractor. With a 295, 31, 295.
Good job, Kelsey. Not only are there tractor pulls, there's a petting zoo, and there are plenty of engines, including this 1/8 scale replica of an early 20th century steam-powered locomotive. There are plenty of hit and miss, and also a massive Fairbanks Morris diesel 2-stroke.
My name's Donnie DeBoer, belong to Mid-South Flywheelers. I live in Middleton, Tennessee. I've been a member of the club now for 4 years. This is a Fairbanks Morris diesel two-stroke, two-cylinder engine. The club acquired this engine 12 to 13 years ago approximately. And anyway, I sought a volunteer for this project. I went and got the engine and got it brought out here, and we cranked it up here on the show grounds. And once we had it running, we decided we wanted it permanent here, so we poured a concrete pad, approximately 14 yards of concrete, and we hand rolled the engine from about 25 foot away from the pad to where it is sitting today on 2-inch pipes. And with the help of a backhoe pulling it on the 2-inch pipes, we rolled it into place, got it anchored down, and this is the second show that we've been able to run it. It runs very good. It did run an entire cotton gin in the 30s in a small town in Arkansas. That's basically about all I know as far as the history of it, but we're very proud of it here as club members.
There are other interesting things here besides tractors at beautiful Burton Sugar Farms, including antique cars, antique trucks, miniature tractors for the kids, and obviously lots of tractors. Now let's go back to the tractor parade. Now here's Jerry Hissaw in his 1956 John Deere 50. Here's Elvis Davis in a 1957 Ford Model 601. And here's Kenneth Tidwell in his 1935 John Deere Model B. And here's Arnold Munchausen in a 1943 John Deere LA. Now this John Deere is owned by Kenneth Tidwell. And there's Don Warren in a 1954 John Deere Model 40. Here comes Chuck McDill. He's driving a 1950 John Deere Model M. How you doing there, Chuck? Here's Stoney Fuller. Stoney's in a 1947 John Deere Model B. And here's Bill McGregor. Now, Bill's in a 1925 John Deere Spoker D. Bill, tell us about that Spoker D.
Bill McGregor. This is a 1925 model Spoker D. This tractor came out of Washington State. I bought the tractor and took it apart, restored it, put it back together. I brought it up here today to let everybody have a look at it. Sugar Farm.
Now here's David Childress in his 1936 John Deere AO.
I'm David Childress from Oxford, Mississippi. The 1936 John Deere Model A Orchard model. My wife's grandfather, Mr. Clark Wilson of Gulfport, Mississippi, bought it new in March of 1936 and gave $1,285 for it. Been in our family ever since then, so it's a pretty good old tractor. My friend Bill McGregor helped me restore it last year. Put a lot of time, a lot of effort into it, and I really appreciate it.
Here's Tally Riddle in the 1942 John Deere Model H. Right behind him there is a number 51 plow that he's pulling along. Here's Buzz Merchowitz. That's a 1952 Farmall Super C. Here's Robert DeMint. Robert's in a 1948 Case DC. There's Mac Payne. Mac Payne is in a 1938 1/3 scale L case. And waving the colors, that's Tammy Germany. It's a 1951 John Deere Model G. Hey, how you doing there, Don? That's a beautiful Oliver 66. 1951, that one was made. Now here's Will and Randy, Germany. That's a 1939 John Deere Model H. Here's Matt Thomas. Matt's in a 1934 John Deere Model 8. Here's Jamie Owens. Jamie's sitting on top of the 1935 John Deere Model A. And there's Bruce McCoy. Bruce is in a 1957 John Deere Model S. And John Hatchell's driving this 1947 BF Avery. Here's Major Philpott. He's driving a 1951 Ford 8N. And not only are there classic tractors, there's also classic cars. This is William Grant Sr. driving a classic 1925 Ford Model T. And this is Dudley Snell. Dudley is in a 1935 Sears Economy. This is Bill Snell. Bill's sitting at the top of a 1948 BF Avery V Dual. How you doing, Bill? Coming up, this is Dickie Meek. Dickie's in a 1953 Jubilee Ford. And there's a fine young lady driving a classic Minneapolis Moline. And here's Roy Victory with the Alice Chalmers WC Unicyle. And here we see Pearl and Jimmy Norcross. They're in the Canadian Co-op 1952 P65. How you doing, Pearl?
My name is Pearl Norcross. My husband is Jimmy Norcross Sr. And this is his Canadian Co-op 1952 antique tractor. It's pretty rare. There's only a couple in the United States. This one is Deutz powered, and it was quite the thing in its day. And we come to Sugar Farm here in Mississippi. We come here often every time they have an event. And we like it. We like tractor pulling. We like the whole thing of the people and the people who appreciate old iron. We live in Flippin, Arkansas. And we're retired, but we make our living hauling log homes all over the country back in the mountains for folks.
There's literally fun to be had by all at this event. Coming up at the end here, this is Mitchell Girlie. He's in a 1952 8N Ford 6-cylinder.
Okay. I'm Mitchell Girlie. I live at Poscamp, Mississippi, just in the same county. I'm at Burton Sugar Farm with my Ford tractors. I have 3 tractors. I'm a member of the Mid-South Flywheelers Club. I have a 6-cylinder Ford conversion, 8N conversion here on my right. I have a 51 4-cylinder regular 8N that I restored myself on my left. And directly behind me, I have a steel wheel 43 2N Ford tractor. I've had these things for a couple of years. The 8N, the little one I restored, I've had it for 10 years.
Give me a favor.
It's basically about all I can think of.
Well, that's the end of the parade. But let's talk to some more of the owners of these fine antique tractors.
Don, I see you got Aaron tractor here now.
Yeah, we just got this one finished not too long ago.
What year is this one? 1951? It's a pretty tractor. I bet you're real proud of this one.
Sure am.
Well, we'll crank it back up and drive it out and see what it does.
I'm Don Neely, live in Moscow, Tennessee, and belong to Mid-South Flywheelers Antique Club. We've got a 47M high crop here. It's been about 10, 11 years restoring. Comes from Sheridan, Louisiana. And this tractor here is a 1963 706. It's first year production. It was restored by a couple of friends of mine in Indiana, Gail and Rusty Giants. This tractor was about the 385th one built.
My name's Sam Thomas. I'm from Elkmont, Alabama. Came here today with our 1934 Model A John Deere, also known as an open fan shaft A. We bought the tractor back in 2002. Took us a little over a year to restore it to the shape it's in today. The tractor was in pretty good condition when we got it. It was originally sold in Florence, Alabama. Been in Limestone County most of its life. Never been out of North Alabama. And, my brother and I bought it together and kind of turned into a family project. Now the whole Thomas family, I guess, owns a piece of it. But, came out here today to Mississippi to the Flywheeler show. Show it off a little bit.
My name is Joe Ray Gowan. I'm from Grand Junction, Tennessee, and this is my wife, Frances. And I like Avery tractors, BF Avery. This is a 1947 Model A. This is a little tractor that I've made just to ride around on. All it is sheet metal from Avery. The rest of it's different parts here and there. Avery's my favorite tractor because my daddy had them and I drove one when I was a kid. He bought one new right after the war, World War II. And we've had Averys all along since then. And I've got several Averys. This is one of about 10 that I do have. That's about all I know about it.
Well, my name's Larry Brannon from Carter, Missouri. I'm here at the Sugar Farm, and I have a 1946B John Deere. And it took me about 5 months to restore this thing, and it turned out real good. And people need to come to Sugar Farm because it's real good tractor show. And you meet a lot of nice people.
It's Glenn Halley, and I'm from Mount Pleasant, Mississippi. And I have about 5 or 6 little tractors and some pulling sleds for the kids. As you can tell, they in behind me here. Have a big time at Sugar Farm, and I belong to the Mid-South Flywheelers. How's that?
My name's Bill Foster, and I'm from Caraway. These 2 rigs here are mine. This is a little 1944 sickle mower that I bought out of a junk pile for 12 bucks and made it into what it is. And this over here is a 46 Gibson that I bought off a guy and redid it completely. A couple of pretty nice little rigs here. We take them a lot of places, go to a lot of different shows. Gary and I, we go together. We have a lot of fun with them. This one here is drove by the sticks. It don't have a steering wheel. It's got 2 sticks on it. It's driving like you do a bulldozer. It's just a little rig, ain't big enough to do nothing with, so we just keep and play with it. I guess that's about it.
My name is Gary Fletcher. I'm from Caraway, Arkansas. We came to the show today. I brought my little Garden Master. It's a 1957. It's got a 10-horse Wisconsin, little 3-speed manual transmission. Got a hand clutch, hand brake, hand lift. Right here's the clutch. Here's the lift. It found this down in Alabama. There's not many of them around. I found it down in Alabama, went and bought it about 5 years ago, and it's been in several shows. Everybody likes it. I've won a lot of trophies with it. We're from up northeast Arkansas. We've got a Bottomland Antique Tractor Club up there. We started about 10 years ago, and we have a show up there on the 4th of July. And we always show this when everybody likes it. And I'm real proud I bought it. We've got a lot of big tractors, got hit-miss engines. I've got a lot of antique farm equipment, horse-drawn equipment. And we enjoy doing shows all over the Mississippi and Arkansas and Tennessee. And we just enjoy coming down here when we can. We don't always get to, but we're having a good time today.
And although the tractor show is a big part of the Labor Day weekend events, people love to watch tractors in action. But there are a couple of steps you have to take before you can just hop on a tractor and start pulling. First, you have to weigh in and make sure you are in the legal limits of your class. And after that, you hook up and you get ready to pull. And then you wait for your signal to go. And once you get that signal, it is pull, pull, pull. And if you hear that horn blowing, let's slow it down, because that means you're going way too fast. Now let's go over to the track and watch some of these tractors put through their paces. Now let's talk to Jerry Smallwood before his pull.
Jerry Smallwood from Hernando, Mississippi, with Burton Sugar Farm today. I'm going to be pulling a 1938 unstyled John Deere Jeep in about 6 classes. It's been modified, and I've started pulling at 5,500, and I pull all the way to 75. And I'm here today to beat the fat lady and Mr. Broom.
Well, all right, Jerry, show us how it's done.
Jerry Smallwood with a 255.45, 255.45.
John Bennett from Duck Hill, Mississippi. This is a 52 model 8-in V8 Ford tractor. It was put out by a Funk conversion kit. Ford offered this tractor to, as you see it, from the Ford dealership. There was approximately 5,500 of them made. They were ended up out west as a general rule, out in Kansas, Texas. They wasn't real popular in the hill country. I've had it for about 5 years, completely rebuilt it and go to all the tractor pulls.
And who's that there you got with you?
That's my grandson, Jason Rice. He just started pulling this year. He'll be pulling it here today at the sugar farm in the 4,000 modified class.
Well, all right, let's watch Jason pull with that V8 Ford.
Mr. Charles Bonicelli, we need you to scale for our next class, the 4,500 3 mile an hour. Need Charles Bonicelli, John Williams, and Ralph Williams. John Williams, Ralph Williams, and Charles Bonicelli. Got Jason Rice on the 8-in Ford. The K600 of Morris Massey.
Now, the unlimited class can be pretty wild. Now, let's watch a couple of these hot rod tractors in action. Oh, now that's precision. How he stopped right behind that pole like that, I will never know.
Morris Massey makes a full pull with 320 feet. This class has no speed limit to it. Alan Watts is our next tractor up. Minneapolis. The next three tractors, all Minneapolis Moleans, and I'm telling you, these are some walking down the track tractors. They can move. Alan Watts out of Ethel, Mississippi. Minneapolis Moline of Alan White. All right, Alan, you all right?
Ooh, luckily no one was hurt by that flying shrapnel. Now let's watch this Minneapolis Moline again in slow motion.
Across. Nobody on the other side got hit by any shrapnel, did they? Them pieces are going to be hot, so don't touch them with your bare hands. They're going to be warm. All right, we need to get the track cleaned up out here. If you've got some heavy leather gloves, we need some help picking up parts. Of it killed the trophy up here. Me and Miss Gabrielle were just lucky. The good Lord watching out for us up here as pieces flew by.
Wow, that was a mess. But in the true spirit of the event, everybody's going to help out to clean up. And let's watch this one more time while we wait.
And I'm sure Alan Watts does too. Oh, and Miss Nancy has it. She has the wet white piece. No, I just...
Well, as they tow Alan's tractor off the track, pay attention to that engine. If you look close, you can practically see right through it. Alan, I hate to be the one to tell you, but you might need a new engine there, buddy. Better luck next year.
I want to thank everybody for picking up parts. We got a pile of them over here.
Let's watch a couple of more tractor pulls.
for G.R. Harden with his 3:17.67. Morris Massey had a 3:20 with a 19.3. The M&M tractor, Mr. Keithy. He's out of Bradford, Arkansas. Powered by propane, a big Minneapolis moly.
that about wraps up our show. We hope you've enjoyed all the sights and sounds of this year's Mid-South Flywheelers Antique Tractor Show here in Burton Sugar Farms in Michigan City, Mississippi. Check us out online at midsouthflywheelers.com. And if you'd like to purchase a copy of this show, please go to tractordvd.com. Until next time, I'm Joe Smith here for the Mid-South Flywheelers Show in Pull 2007. Now let's wrap up the show with a musical memory of today's events with a song by Nancy Apple. And until next time,